What's up guys, and welcome back to Wall Street Millennial. If you're new to the channel, we cover the craziest trades on the Wallstreetbets forum and other topics about the hottest stocks and investments. Before we get started, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and if you have any epic recent gains or losses, let us know in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. First off, we have some gut-wrenching loss porn from user Options13, who lost his entire life savings over the past year. He lost all $411,000 he had put into his Robinhood account, plus $200,000 he had in Schwab and Fidelity accounts, adding up to a total loss of $600,000. He started out with stocks but got bored of that and moved to trading weekly options. He made some initial gains on Tesla, Shopify, and Roku options. These beginner gains gave him the hubris that eventually led to his downfall. His losses started with a YOLO on Walmart earnings, where he lost $100,000 in a single day. After this, he made the unpardonable mistake of buying puts on Tesla. While he's a long-term bull on the company, he felt its valuation was a bubble when its stock price reached $4.20, or about $82 adjusting for the subsequent stock split. As you all know, shorting Tesla has been a complete disaster this past year, as shares are up more than 400% since that time. Making matters worse, the money he lost was not just from an inheritance or a family trust fund. It was his hard-earned life savings from his wage cage job. While his losses are truly soul-crushing, he hopes other Wallstreetbets users can learn from his mistakes. He suggests not chasing losses, not shorting cult stocks like Tesla regardless of valuation, and most importantly of all, never buy weekly options, as they almost always end in disaster. We wish you luck on building back your life savings. On a more positive note, next off we have an epic comeback story from user Ephemera, whose account has had a wild ride over the past 4 years. His account started taking pretty much as soon as he opened it, and he would transfer money from his bank account every time it got too low. At the trough, he was down about $183,000 or 76%. But in 2020, during the post-pandemic rally, he has enjoyed an epic comeback, making back all of his losses and bringing his account value back up to $240,000. When he started trading, Robinhood did not yet support options, so he bought stocks like Amazon, AMD, and Apple. While all of these stocks have performed well during this time, he didn't have diamond hands and sold them at losses before they started to skyrocket. He sold Amazon at $800 and Apple at $112, which is equivalent to $28 before the stock split. But when Robinhood started supporting options trading, that's when his losses really started to accelerate. He lost $120,000 on earnings plays for Microsoft and Apple. In both cases, his paper hands cost him, as he would have made a profit had he held till expiry. This is when his account dropped. But then he turned his account around by making $80,000 on a Tesla call YOLO in August of 2020, and $140,000 on a Facebook YOLO in November. This was enough to win back all of his losses, bringing his account back up to $240,000. Next off, we have the user I've lurked Wallstreetbets too long, who recorded an eye-popping 755% or $15,000 gain in one day on Tesla calls. Tesla stock increased about 8% yesterday following news that it will be added to the S&P 500 index. This user YOLO'd his entire portfolio value into Tesla calls before this announcement, leading to his 755% gain. This shows the power of options, multiplying the 8% gain in the stock price almost 100 times. With this inclusion, index fund managers will have to readjust their holdings to match up to the event, which will lead to over $50 billion of Tesla stock buying, pushing the high-flying stock even higher. The inclusion in the S&P 500 index has turned Elon Musk into the world's third richest man, with over $109 billion in net worth, surpassing Mark Zuckerberg, who only has a measly $102 billion. Needless to say, this has been a great year for Musk and all other Tesla shareholders. That wraps it up for this video. As always, thank you for the support and see you in the next one. Wall Street Millennial signing out.